All right, everybody, welcome back to another edition of Lot Life. I am your host, Chris. This is my ever-present co-host, Andrew. How are you doing, Andrew?
I'm doing great.
Okay, all right.
Aren't you doing great?
I am.
Doing great. Good job.
We saw,
brother.
Yeah, we saw a little thing. I won't even tell you about it. Just know that we did see a thing.
Yeah, we did see a thing
about stuff and things. So
great things.
But
exciting.
into the podcast, a couple of really neat things. We had your dad on here last week. He is winding down. How many days does your dad have left?
I think he has like 18. I don't know how to do that with 18 days.
Something like 18 days left. It's been a lot of fun having him out here. Quit spaz. So it's been a lot of fun having him out here. He's really taught these guys a lot, and I think a couple of the people, you and Blake, have really kind of bought into what he's doing.
Yeah.
And we just closed out July, and man, what a month we had in July.
Wow.
But I looked at the numbers, and you and Blake both had a marked increase in your productivity for July, which shows that the method that Wayne was teaching is very effective. And I hope that you will learn from that and continue to go, because you had nowhere to go from up with your skill level.
No, I know. The only way that I could is literally up.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only way we could go. Because I was at Rock. I bought him. I'm just kidding. I didn't end up selling 17 cars though.
Yeah,
so.
17 yards. 17 cards is that is your next opportunity if you don't make it in the car business or you go into yard business. So, but I think we'll keep you around in the car business for a little bit because you did sell 17 cars. You had a pretty strong month. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
I would give you. I'm not giving you a roast-it note for that. Again, remember, roast-it notes available in the Lot Life shopping cart thing on the www. That's just
not the www.
Yeah. A couple things that we do have going is this is actually Monday. I forget what the date is.
Well, it would be like the
third, fourth. It'll be the 5th, Monday the 5th, I believe, of August. We just had Big Country out here this last weekend. A great sale. We were really busy again. We also have going something we introduced for this month, and we will have Kisser out here coming up Saturday on August the 10th. Everybody come out here because we are doing Randall Ford is Your Cup of Tea sale. We have continued the 10% off sale. It was so successful in just words.
I was reading. That's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool that you read, so I'm proud of it. But the 10% sale was so big in July, we are actually extending it for August. That's what we're doing.
And it's been a killer. It really has been a killer. How many new vehicles did we end up selling for last month?
We sold like 73.
That is a lot of units.
Yeah, that is a lot. On 25, 26 work days, we actually took off for July. We were nice enough to let everybody have it off for July, so that actually was one less work day, and we knocked out 73 new. Not to mention all the other used units that we sold as well. But we have the cup of tea. It's a nice little packet of tea, a free Randall Ford mug. You don't have to buy anything. All you have to do is come in and say hi. You don't even have to say hi. If you just want to come in and grunt and say, give me my free cup, you can do that. Be as rude as you want to. We don't care. Come in, let us give you a free mug just to say thanks for your support and your business. Or if you don't give us business, we'll still say thanks and we'll give you a free mug.
I know there's some coffee drinkers out there. I am not one of them, but
closest thing, it's cold and it has a coffee name on it.
It does have a coffee name on it.
Yeah, so that's close. One of the things I want to go over today is everybody talks about AI. That's the new big thing.
I'm surprised you knew what that was.
Yeah. Allen Iverson, of course. We talking about practice. Practice.
It is AI.
Yeah, but it is AI, the different artificial intelligence. You got the artificial part down?
I did not the intelligence part.
It just goes for it. But that's what you can use that to help you.
Exactly, and I do use that.
Yeah, I believe it started making its way into the operating systems of some of these new cars. The AI is getting there. It helps with the driving, Blue Cruise, some of the self-driving stuff.
It's really cool.
Yeah. It's even made its way into Big Brother this season. Not the Big Brother you talk about, but the TV show. I don't know if you even watch that.
I don't.
But AI is everywhere, so I thought, why don't we ask it? I went in and asked AI because you can ask it questions. They'll tell you stuff. I said, what is the most important thing to know when buying a car? and it came up with a list. I thought it might be neat to go over this. We'll kind of compare this to what you tell people about buying a car, what I think about buying a car, and what actually is out there in the computer world about buying a car.
All right.
The number one thing it said, we'll see if you agree with this, was understand your needs, assess your requirements, whether space, fuel efficiency, or safety, to narrow it down.
I would agree with that, because you have to come in here knowing what you kind of want, what your needs are, and why you're purchasing a vehicle. Because if you're coming in here just saying that, it can be numerous of things, right?
Sure.
I mean, it could be gas, monthly payment. It can be space. I mean, that is a huge factor.
And you have to pick what you want and kind of go that way, because if you come in saying, I want the most fuel efficient car that has 3 rows that can seat 8 people.
Yeah.
They're different.
Yeah.
One doesn't go with the other. You could get the most fuel efficient 3rd row vehicle, but you're not going to get the most efficient vehicle on the road and have 3 rows.
Yep.
If you have a bunch of children, fuel efficiency is probably, it would be great if you get that, but that's probably not what you're looking for. You need that 3rd row.
Yeah.
And if you have that figured out before you get here, instead of, again, we talk about trying to be efficient whenever you get here, make this as quick as you can whenever you're buying the car. If you haven't really thought about that until you get here, and you have to think that, and then we have to talk you through, it's like, well, okay, this has 3rd rows, it gets this much gas mileage. This only has 2 rows, but your gas mileage goes up. This is a little car that gets all kinds of gas mileage, but you can fit a dog in there if you have a little dog.
Yeah. You don't want to spend 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours at a dealership, because it is.
Yeah, if you kind of narrow it down before you come in, it makes our job easier. The easier our job is, the easier we can make your buying experience.
Yeah, correct.
Number 2 on the list is budget wisely. It says determine how much you can afford, considering not just the purchase price, but insurance, maintenance, and fuel.
Oh, that's actually a really good one, because you also got to. When you're budgeting, also, you got to think that $300 payments do not exist on like $40,000 cars. So if you're wanting something really, nice, expensive, brand new, you got to know how much that price is on that type of car. So budget, if you're looking for a $300 payment, something like that, look for something that's like $15,000, not $40,000.
Right. Yeah. And then kind of have a plan on what you want to do. If you come in not having any idea how much you want to spend a month on a car, then we don't really know where to go with you. You come in and just think, I really like that one. It's flashy. It's really cool. Look at that. It's a brand new big Bronco that costs $65,000, but you make enough to comfortably have a $300 to $400 payment. That's not the vehicle for you. And then again, that cuts into efficiency. That cuts into the time where we have to go through and explain and figure out what you're looking for, how much you're willing to pay a month, and what kind of vehicles go to that. If you just come in and say, this is the budget I have, this is what I'm trying to do, great. These are the vehicles that will work best for you. Let's look at those and figure out what will work best and what you like best. I'll tell
you, Chris, there's nothing more that I hate than having to show someone a payment that is way different than what they're thinking, because it just complicates things. And because we just say that we just test drove, looked at this vehicle, loved this vehicle, and it is about $600 more in payment than what they were even expecting. So, and that just sucks. I mean, it just ends up turning bad, and then then you're downgrading, and no one wants to downgrade.
And again, we talked about this in a previous podcast. The questions that we will ask you whenever you get to the lot, we're just trying to help you out. And we try to be a little more transparent here. We try to be a little more clear. We try to be upfront with you. But these questions that we ask you are going to help us steer you towards the right vehicles that will work for you, because we don't want to upset you. We don't want you to not enjoy the buying experience. We want to make it as seamless, as painless, as efficient and quick as we can, so that way you can get in, get what you want, get out, get on with the rest of your Saturday or whatever day it might be, and then come back or refer your friends. We want to make friends, because we want your friends to be our friends, and we want them to come buy cars from us.
That's how we do it. That's how we've been earning business for the last 115 years.
Yeah, exactly. Number 3 is compare vehicles. So again, that goes back to have an idea of what you want. We have a huge selection of used vehicles here. So just because you come in and say, well, you're a Ford dealership, you're only going to have Ford. No, on the used side, we have all kinds of vehicles you can compare.
But foreign cars too.
Yeah, we do have those.
Yeah.
The other one is, I know we're running a little short on time because Mr. Thinky guy here, the battery isn't fully charged in this thing, so this is how you get the super quick version of the lot life.
Y'all are dying.
Say what you gotta say it quick.
Sorry to tell you, but you're dying at the moment.
Yes, so compare vehicles. The other one is check the vehicle history.
Sure, yeah.
We have auto check here. There are Carfax. There are all kinds of items that you can do, and we will be glad to share that with you. We don't necessarily go through and point it out because most of them don't have anything. Sometimes a car might have an accident on it. It doesn't mean it's total. It doesn't mean it doesn't have a clean title. It just means it had an accident. The higher in mileage you're looking for a vehicle, the greater the chance there's going to be an accident on that vehicle. The thing about accidents, people fix them. We have a body shop here. There are body shops all over the world.
And they're professionals.
Yes, they are professionals. They will fix that vehicle and put it back together. It doesn't mean that the vehicle is not worth anything.
But
if you ask us for the vehicle history, we will gladly share the vehicle history. Again, we're trying to be as efficient as possible, so we don't necessarily go through that with everyone. We're not trying to hide anything. It's just we're trying to get through this. The car, it will be fixed. So a lot of times it's not. People make a way bigger deal out of that than they need to.
I mean, back in the day, they didn't have auto checks.
No.
They just bought cars.
Yeah. It was like, how come these door jambs are different colors? I don't know. That's custom.
I forgot to paint it.
Yeah. So check the vehicle history, and then whenever you're buying the car, it says right here, the last one is inspect it thoroughly. We will walk you around the vehicle. We will show you the car. We'll point everything out. But it's also, as the customer, it's your job to look over the vehicle.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah. Now, you might get home and find something like the next day, say, hey, there was a little paint chip on here. I didn't see it. It's like, we'll do everything we can to try to take care of you. If you call us 6 months later and say, my front tire fell off and I didn't notice that whenever I bought the car, we probably can't help you with that. Yeah. I don't think you drove the car off with the front tire hanging. Yeah. So that probably there's a good chance something could have happened. That's an extreme case, not to say that that hasn't happened.
Yeah, ironically, there's a lot of stuff that ends up happening. Like it does. Like a scratch all the way down that someone got their car keyed, and then they're like, hey, will you fix this and not charge me? Like, no, we can't do that.
So inspect the car thoroughly. Let us know of any problems you find right then. We will be glad to work something out with you then, but it needs to happen whenever you are buying the car. You can't inspect it thoroughly 6 months down the road, and then, because I don't know if it was there, you don't know if it was actually there, you're going to say it was there, but we don't know. There's nothing we can do at that point.
We may not pay for it, but hey, we know a guy. We do know a guy.
Just like whenever you think about somebody to buy a car from, we want to be that guy that you know about buying a car from.
Correct.
If you need something fixed on a car, we know a guy, because we got that guy that we are good buddies with that can help us take care of you and our customers.
But I think that's basically the end of what we're doing today, right? Other than we are extending the 10% off sale. So
it is extended. Don't miss your chance. Yeah. We blew through like half of our new inventory last month. So get out here while the pickings are great and pick you out a new car.
I also want to say there is also discounts I've seen on the website, discounts on Super Duties too. So we have 24 Super Duties that have discounts, and I've seen some of them were $6,000 off on those. So
yes, we have actually got a little bit of surplus built up on those, so our surplus is your benefit. So we are trying to move those out because, again, our lot is limited. We can't get overstuffed. We don't have a double deck on this lot, so we got to sell them.
All right, guys, go subscribe to our YouTube. The link is above. Go click the link. Not only that, like and share. Click the link, like and share.
Is there anything down here?
There's some share buttons, some likes buttons some share down here.
But this is a big thing.
This is a big thing. Go click the link. Subscribe to our YouTube. We're almost to 40 subscribers. If you can get us up there. Yeah, that's all I have, I think.
Yeah. Stay tuned to the next episode because we have a special Hander Pants guest.
Yeah, do we?
No.
See y'all, guys.